Yes. The camera.
Onto me.
Onto you. It's live. It is live. Thank God it didn't record that.
Your media, where you are. You have to be jack of all trades, wearing a different hat when the moment arises. You're on all the time, always on the clock, always catching up. Take care of you. Introducing Your Media, your podcast network that meets you where you are, when you need it, at your time, in your space, when you feel like it. You come first. Your Media, where you are. The show goes on with Noni, brings the business of the arts to center stage.
Nani, we are back in a brand new week. Hi, everyone. My name is Noni Mkonto, Spear of the Nation. You are tuned into The Show Goes On with Noni on your media platform, hashtag where you are. And you know, in this week, I'm with my girlfriend. Let them know who you are.
Yes, ungena kamnandi kanjani
Sawubona, I tried to do the rapping.
Kamnandi.
Namhlanje sinale couple iyadansa, so I'm in there.
Oh, yeah, kuyabona khona manje
yeah,
khona le reason.
yeah,
What's going on?
Give that couple something something pop and lock and yes. But anyway, it's all about you right now.
Sawubona mlaleli. My name is Palisa Robin. Welcome to The Show Goes On with Noni.
Stunning.
I'm so excited namhlanje here about everything that is going on. Where
Wait, we we did that whole thing and it wasn't recording. Oh, no. No, you've got to be kidding me. Okay, we're gonna try this again.
Let me reintroduce myself.
Are you sure? I'm positive because it's green now.
Yeah,
okay.
but
let me reintroduce myself.
The show goes on.
Hi guys, and here we are gonna give you
The Show Goes On with Noni. Brings the business of the
This is what happens. It's showbiz.
I was just too excited. Hi guys. Hi everyone. Hi somebody out there. My name is Noni Mkonto, Spear of the Nation. You are tuned into The Show Goes On with Noni on the platform of your media. Hashtag where you are. And I don't go alone. On the weekly, you know, I'm here with...
Wow.
It's not even, guys.
Hello, everybody. Let me behave, okay? I am Palisa Robin. Welcome to your media. This is The Show Goes On with Noni. The show goes on, but this is what happens.
Right?
In showbiz, when you're on stage, you improvise
exactly.
and you move on and you do what you have to do. Today, we are with a couple, guys. Never
guys.
Guys,
our brown skin.
Hey? You understand that? Get black love.
Yeah, I'm telling black love in
black
the house. Hey, I love it.
Tell us who you are, guys.
Introduce yourselves, guys. Who'd like to go first?
Yes, see, you guys are putting us here. Igama nguSihle.
Yebo Sihle.
aka Wuda wakaMakubane. KZN, you KZN.
Yeah.
Bengimele uzoshaya ithakazelo. Zisho.
But yeah, that's me.
All right, stunning.
Hi. I thought you were gonna introduce me like, and this is my girlfriend. But anyway.
No, girl, not now.
You must get used to it. Hello, guys. My name is Tsholo and Sihle. I am from Gauteng.
Like me, girl.
I'm from there.
Proud. Be proud.
Yeah, girl.
I'm from Alexandra.
Yeah.
Okay. Gomorrah.
Yes, the original.
Yes.
You better recognize. So yeah, and I'm a dancer.
All right, stunning. Yeah. Yes, guys. So today we're talking to industry couples, just wanting to know how they found the love, how they found each other, and the work and the stresses and the the successes of being an industry couple that does the same thing with such a hectic schedule, because being a performer, being an entertainer, the schedule is so super hectic. I for one don't know how they do it, because
Yeah.
I've never been in an industry relationship type vibe.
Yeah.
I have never done that.
Nam ngiyazbuza,
Because
hey?
yeah, mina iyangithusa. So mele they must just take me out of my fears. Even though it's a
Yeah.
bit too late, because I got bunny of it by a non-industry man.
I have a little baba on the way.
Yes, I got a little baba on the way. So they must just take me out of my fears, even though it's too late. But you never know, my baba might follow in my footsteps, and she might just
Yeah.
want to, you know.
And there might be
thing.
somebody out there who wants to
Exactly,
know.
who wants to know, and who's
who's
sitting
like,
there and going,
should I?
should I or
Shouldn't I? Yo.
ho genza kanani? Yo.
Kubanzi.
Kubanzi,
Genza
but
njani.
yo,
So that's why we have them here.
Exactly. But to let you, the listener, know, okay, uSihle, he is a performer and a musical theatre graduate. Hey, halala. Sanibonge lethu,
Kuhle
nabanye
kwethu.
He's been performing for 10 odd years. He's done shows like the AIG, Buster Rhymes,
Wena.
and T-Pain South African tour. Really? Okay.
Yeah.
AFCON Performer 2012, Vodacom CEO Award 2019. Just to name a few of the things that he has done. And then umuntu wakhe ubebeza ubebe Tsholo.
Umgyal.
She's also a performer. She's a dada.
A Bachelor of Arts in Dramatic Arts.
I was like, and she, you know what? Even on the bio, she put a laughing face because she knew the tomfoolery she was pulling.
Also, it says first year, so I didn't finish. But I had to
first year. But listen,
Mm.
you
I
went and you did it.
I
But
experienced.
and I mean, you had the calling. Just said get on that stage when you are not for this.
Yeah.
Me and you, same WhatsApp
Same
group,
place we
and then
just
we are both
enter.
Cancerians.
Yes.
Okay,
Like,
guys.
I know.
Okay. All right, guys.
She's been dancing for as long as she can remember professionally, close to 10 years. She's done shows like AIG. I see there's a
AIG bathunging, guys.
Yeah, King
Afrikaans
AIG.
is groot.
Oh, okay.
Hello, y'all met in the Buraland.
Is that where you guys met?
No,
No.
it is actually, but it's coming.
You see?
It's coming.
Okay,
coming.
so we'll find
Yeah.
out. We'll find out. Vodacom CEO was. I feel like you guys have done the same thing.
Mm.
Then Tsholo went on and did Idols. I watched that.
Yay!
Where you were like dancer, backup dancer
Yes.
all the time. You were there for
Yeah.
all the performance. I watched that. Metro FM Awards. I've seen that.
The Metro
Summer's
FM
seen
was
that. Summer's seen you. Further away. Hey, she says etc. guys.
Picture there's more.
Hey,
She
there's
says
more.
etc. And she's a former Vodacom Bulls babes.
Yes, I was a pom pom girl.
Yeah, she was a pom pom girl, guys. Now we're gonna ask Wuda soon about that and how he felt about her being a pom pom girl. And she's taught hip hop for 8 years.
So that's your
Okay.
thing.
That's your thing.
Hip hop is your thing.
Alrighty. Okay. So with all that said, now I like to ask the question of how did you know that you had this talent? Were you told? Did you know? Did you see it yourself? And then also how did it happen that you were able to, I guess, progress into the road to where you are now?
It's Kuluma, it's
Yeah,
fine.
yeah. It's not, well, for me. It wasn't something that I knew.
Yeah.
I wasn't like I didn't wake up the next day and like, oh, I want to be this or I want
Yes.
to be that. It was something I saw on TV because I started off as a breakdancer.
Okay.
I still do b-boying.
Yes.
And then I was breakdancing for like 8 years. This is before performing.
Okay.
So like I'd do battles.
Even before varsity.
Even before varsity.
Okay, so it was
yes.
like a primary school, high school thing.
high school thing.
All right.
Yeah. Because actually breakdancing led me to varsity, sort of like.
Mm.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Right.
So I started with that, just breakdancing and KZN. And then I had an opportunity to go out to Pretoria and study. I was going to study dance. And then your favorite teacher, Rosie, was like, "Hey, you can do
Oh, by the way, these two
musical
went to the same varsity, guys. Palestine Wooda.
theatre." I was like, "Yeah, musical theatre." Because apparently they didn't have enough boys. So I went into that.
Okay.
Then, yeah, I was not even a singer, but
But like, were
You
you
learn.
reluctant to go into musical theater, or were you accepting, or like,
well,
how did you feel about it as a b-boy being told, like,
Go sing.
yeah, like go sing and dance and,
Go
and
sing.
wear tights? How did you feel?
I was gonna wear tights nonetheless when I registered for dance.
Yeah.
Because when I got there, okay. So when I went up there, they're like, "Oh no, we're just gonna go there." Because the story is a friend of mine from KZN who I was dancing with for like 2-3 years. He moved up to Pretoria,
Okay.
and then he was like, "Yo, I'm in Pretoria and I had this opportunity to study dance." He didn't tell me what type of dance. He was like, "To study dance or whatever." I'm like, "Oh, that's dope." And it's like, "Yeah." And I spoke to my mom, and my mom was like, "If you want your friend to come up, just tell him, and then we'll sort things out." I'm
Yes.
like, "What?" This was, let's say, Monday, and then Tuesday I picked up my things.
Hectic.
and I left.
All right.
Okay, so then,
Yeah, hamba manje.
yeah.
Going.
So that happened, and then I got to TUT. Okay, I see the things that I'm going to be doing. I see jazz. Okay, musical theater. Okay, ballet. And then like, okay,
A
you need to
whole
buy
guy
ties.
from KZN.
Ballet.
You need to buy ties.
Culture
you need to buy
shock.
tattoos. You need to, and I was like, "Bro, there's nothing hip hop here."
Yes.
And then the musical theater thingy magic happened. And,
Yes.
and then I was like, Because how they tricked me was that, okay, cool. Yeah, you're only doing one thing. But in musical theater, you sing, you dance, you act.
Yes, you do all of it.
So
Mm.
and I was like,
Let's go.
I'm going to take that one.
All right,
Yeah.
hectic.
And which was a great idea, actually, because
Yeah.
also, again, that led me to doing other things.
Yes,
because
of course.
Of how it's
Structured.
Yeah. Like from stage production,
Yes.
backstage, acting, how to like see things differently,
Yeah.
and stuff like that.
So now you were within the craft. You weren't just
Yes,
doing
I
it,
wasn't
but
just-
now you were
Yes.
understanding. Now you were getting the entire understanding.
Yeah. It's actually crazy because the same thing with like the same things that happen in the other types of arts.
Yes.
They happen like in the other types of arts, but just differently. But
Mhm.
they almost have the same. They always meet in the middle.
Yeah,
Oh,
there's more
okay.
depth. I think there's
Yeah,
more depth when you
yes.
do
Yeah,
all
yeah.
three at the
Yes,
same
Yeah,
time.
okay.
Yeah.
Because also that again led to photography.
Of course,
the
yes.
Yeah.
It's the exact same thing.
It's
It's,
the-
literally the exact same thing.
So
But it
if-
helps a lot when you know this part of it, and then when you jump to this part, you're like, "Oh, I didn't know that this is."
Yeah.
You
Okay.
find one of the same
So
things.
there was a flow.
Yeah.
All right. And so for you, it actually worked out.
Yes. I wasn't like a guy who's like, "Okay, I'm a plan." I was like, "I'll go wherever the wind takes me." It helps. It still
It
does.
does.
I'm telling you.
No, it does.
just-
For some
does.
people,
Yeah.
to just wing it in life is their strong point, because
Yeah.
like umoya, when it blows you the one way, you know how to navigate that for yourself.
Yes.
Not everybody is a like
Structured.
I'm gonna make a board and I'm gonna make a timetable.
Yeah.
You know, like I guess a lot of performers, we are very much like
Go with the wind.
winging it. We wing it in life, and that's why we look reckless to
Yes.
people that are
Yes.
like work a 9 to 5 corporate. We look reckless because we know how to. It's just naturally so that we
Yeah.
can just wing it and we flourish.
So you don't have plan B.
yeah, like what do you mean?
What do you mean?
Like,
And
what's
we're
plan
like,
B?
what are you talking about? This must
Exactly.
work.
It's like, this must work, and if it
Yeah.
doesn't work, I'm gonna wait for the next wind to.
Yeah.
Blow me,
know,
and I'll
exactly.
go and I'll make that work.
Exactly. Tsholo, let us know, girl.
So I'm your typical street dancer. So I watched music
Beautiful
videos.
dancer, guys. Your
Yo.
attitude.
Yo.
Attitude.
Yo, she's a performer. Puts you on stage with
Yeah.
her.
Oh yeah. So I used to watch music videos like
Yeah.
everyone, and I would copy the moves and stuff. Then I got to high school, and our high school was weird, so they made us do like a concert to introduce you as grade 8s. And from there, that's where people are like, "Oh, you can dance. Stand in the front." And then then a friend of mine.
That wasn't your short stand in the front.
No, it was you can dance. Stand in the front.
Story of
Guys,
our life.
I was so scared. I remember that whole performance. I looked at my feet and I was just like, I don't know what's happening. It felt nice inside,
Yeah.
but I was like, this is awful. This is awful because I'm kind of shy inside. Like I'm a very don't
No,
come
you
near
are,
me.
you are
like
very
can
like that.
Yeah, can I
Yeah.
just stay in
You
my
get-
cocoon?
Yeah, she needs to open up for you to
Yeah.
get to know.
Yes.
You gotta wait. You gotta wait for Tsholo to be
Yes,
like,
please wait for me.
I waited.
But I
was
think
like,
most performers are like that. Eh?
no, we're very guarded of
Yeah.
ourselves.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I joined a dance crew. And then my voice kind of came out because I was the one that they didn't like because I was like, but why? You can't just bring everyone in if they can't dance. I don't understand. You're trying to win. What's going on?
Nice.
Nice.
Yeah, and
Nice.
then I kind of left because then we moved to Alex. Like we had like a bankrupt story and that's my mom's story. And then it was time to apply for university. And I was like, I'm not like interior design. No. Doctor, no. Chef, no. And then I saw BADA and I was like, oh, drama.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going there. So then I did it.
Go with the wind.
Exactly.
And I remember I applied for 2 schools. My mom threw the other application away because it wasn't what I wanted.
Okay.
She's like, why are we even trying this thing?
trying?
So you come from a very supportive,
Very big. Yeah, my mom
Alright.
is like number one. So she's
nice. Stunning.
she was
Ola di mamzo, we stand you.
So you only did that first year there.
Yeah, there was like issues with my registration, so I didn't actually even finish my first year.
Yeah.
And then I came back because the teachers were like, please come back, you're really doing well.
Yes.
And I'm like, okay. Went back, finished my first year, and then for second year, then they were starting their hymns. I was just like, you know what? I know dancers in the industry. I'm just gonna find my way, and I didn't go back to second year. And I told my mom some long, boring story. And I was like,
Now she
"Dad,"
knows.
I was like, you know, so many artists who don't finish actually make it because they get all the experience while they're young. So
Exactly.
I cooked some nice story, and I was like, "Yakopele," and yeah, I think it's like I just found out what's going on. I
Where
remember
did you get that bravery from, though, to just be like, listen, I see that there's BS going on here, and I'm treading along on my own thing here.
you know when you're 20, you don't know that there's adulting coming. You don't know. You just live day to day. You're like, I'm 20, I can do this. Let's go. So
Yeah.
that's literally what it did, and it was more fun, man. I
But it
enjoyed-
starts
yeah.
there, hey?
Yeah.
When you are able to catch it from your 20s that with whatever happens, I'm going.
I'm going.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It starts
I'm doing
there.
I'm doing it myself.
Yeah, once
Like,
you take that first step, like you went into the industry and you're like, hi, good day. That bravery. Then you were like, let's go.
Yeah.
Then
I'm
it starts
finding out
there.
about stockings, like dance. Like,
Yes.
And I can't get them. What the hell is a can
They call them supportos.
Yes,
Yeah.
supporters.
You're
Like, what is that?
Kumangani, guys, I need
Oh, that's amazing,
Yeah,
though.
so- yeah, and also I think I also had that kick in the butt because all my professors were like, "You're doing well, don't worry."
Yes.
And I mean, I passed well, guys. I passed with like
Uh-huh.
Of course you
B's
did.
upwards. And
Aha.
it's like, yeah, and also at Wits we also had it was acting, movement, and voice work.
Okay.
So it was also you learning all the things, and then we had this class. It was boring, but now I understand why it was there. It's called FVPA.
Yeah.
That class was boring, but it also then brought all the aspects of arts and how they
Yes.
all align with each other. And yeah,
Where do you think the problem lies when it's like when I went to Boston Media House for the first year, like I didn't even finish the year. And I dropped out. I was like, I know what I want to do. Like,
Yeah.
why am I even here? Like, why am I even trying to make my folks happy?
yeah.
Like, I'm miserable. Like, my lecturers could see me. They were like,
Why are you here?
what's wrong with you? And also, they were like, why are you here when you know what you want to do?
Yeah.
Mm.
And I was like, they're like, no, dude. Run. And
Fly, little bird.
But my thing is, we had to do journalism, radio, video, photography, this, that, communication, PR, PA, in 1 year. And for
Imagine,
me,
like, it's
I
like
was
what-
just like,
That's a lot.
I was like, why? So where do you think it goes wrong to a point where now that you're in the industry, you're like, actually that course was very important, but
Yeah.
where do they go wrong where they don't catch your attention immediately to say, you need this. This, you're going to find it there. And then on top of that, I feel like they focus so much on things that when you leave, you're like, why did we do that?
Yeah.
Mm.
And we spent like majority of like the 4 years doing that.
That
But
boring.
where is it now?
I was like doing maths. I think
Find your ex. Who ex? Who ex?
X now, but now we're finding X. Now we're figuring it out.
Hey. Sunu ex. Ooh, P.
I think the school system is not designed for creatives. I mean, we're in a drama class and you're gonna teach me like we're doing maths. You know it's not gonna work. You know I'm gonna start doodling and doing and thinking about I remember I always used to think about this chip burger that they used to sell.
Wow.
So I'm gonna move quickly so I can get in front of the light.
Yeah.
I just think they approach it in a way that creatives don't understand.
Yeah.
That's my thing. And it's because we're not dumb. We're crazy smart.
Yes, no, we are.
But find another way. Like tell us, I don't know, get us excited.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Find ways to cater for everyone.
Yeah.
And I think it's also this thing of trying to put everything in one syllabus so that you can just cram, and then I don't know, somehow find a way and find what you like.
Yes.
And stick to that. I think that's one of the other things, and also one of the main reasons why people drop out at university.
Exactly.
It's traumatic. It's traumatized.
It is very traumatic because you're just like, what am I doing? It's like it seems like there's no direction
At all.
So you're just kind of like, what the but and I mean I want to go here.
Yeah.
Because some people are, I wouldn't say slow like that, but some people are okay with just going with what they are being told to do. I'm a rule breaker. Like I'm one of those impatient, stubborn people where I'm just like, but I want to do, like, I really wanted to do radio when I went to Boston Media House because I was already doing musical theater. I was already like 3 years in. And then I was like, no, but I want to do radio one day. Like,
look now.
Because what did I do? I got onto that wing,
Yes,
babe.
like I know where I'm going.
I know where I'm going, so I got onto it. But it took a while, which probably means I was not ready then.
Yeah.
Because I was
That's a hard
impatient.
lesson to learn.
Right?
Being not already at
How
that
ready?
time.
Yeah. So when you say that's a hard lesson to learn, what are you talking about?
I'm also very impatient with myself. With other people, I'm a darling. I will wait for you and stuff. But with me, I put myself at a very high standard.
Yeah.
So if I don't get it, I panic. I'm like, why? Because I mean, so it's frustrating that why am I not ready now? I feel like I'm ready.
Yes.
So, but why can't I do it? Like with musical theater for a long time, I mean, I really wanted to do it. That's also why I was like, okay, let's do this Vids thing. But then I wasn't ready. And now that I'm like, okay, actually, I think I have the krach to go on stage and be a musical theater person, I'll be fine. Because also a lot of people forget that just because you're an ensemble doesn't mean you're not on stage. Everyone can see you.
Yes.
So for a long time, I had to remember what it means to be a part of a team and not just be a solo. Yes.
But that's the difficulties, right, of a dancer is you are so used to, because I'm a musical theater person. You studied musical theater, Wuda, but you didn't, I don't know if you went into the musical theater or did you decide to go and just dance or...
No, I did musical theater.
Oh, you did?
Yes. So
you do shows and
to,
stuff?
Oh, after university?
Yes, after university.
No, I didn't. I don't know. It didn't... I did go for auditions.
Yes.
But again, the wind came and
yes.
I'm gonna take this cloud and just go with it. But I still love musical theater.
Yes.
Like every time when I watch something on TV, I'm like,
yes,
they use
really
this
does.
old recipe. Okay.
And then it
They use
teaches
that
me.
recipe. Okay, cool. Oh no, that's wrong. You're not supposed to come
Yes.
on that side.
It's a weird discipline.
Yeah,
Hey?
it is a weird discipline.
It's such a weird discipline, musical theater. So Tsholo, what do you think your challenges would be as like a dancer? You're a dancer and now you must come in and do teamwork. Because I don't know if as dancers, is there teamwork on stage?
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
So I learned that.
Because we know you guys as everyone for himself.
Everyone
Dancers,
for himself.
In the real world, dancers are very selfish.
Okay.
But I get it.
Yeah.
Because anyone at any second, you are not valued as a dancer, guys. I'm not even gonna lie.
Really?
They will literally, okay, thanks, next kind of vibe. Whereas at least we don't even have contracts when you start.
Wait.
Exactly. You don't have contracts. Like, I mean, there's good companies out there that are really trying to make lives better for dancers, but the overall thing, it's like literally we get hired on WhatsApp. So are you available? And
so you don't have agencies either.
No, we don't.
No.
Which is what we're
Not in
all
South
trying
Africa.
to fight for.
TikTok just came like a few years ago already. TikTokers have their own
TikTokers have
agencies,
better work,
managers.
yeah. Literally at this
But-
moment in time, dancers' work is being taken by TikTokers because of
Yeah.
a following. And then it becomes nonsense. It's like, yeah, dancers are not serious, they don't look good. But it's like, but you hired the TikToker. We are out there. Because I don't have 10,000 followers.
Yeah.
TikToker.
Did you see that video of the colored girl who's got like thousands on on TikTok, and then she got hired by this other alcohol company. I'm not going to mention names, to do my piano dance.
Yeah.
On my piano. What am I saying? My piano. To do on my piano.
Because you're from TT, babe.
I mean, you are educated. So
I'm a
you know what a
piano.
piano.
Yeah, if you guys check it out. Yo,
Is it bad?
It's
Bad.
terrible. And it was like, there are so many people,
Brilliant dancers.
brilliant dancers. Who
But you know
specialize
why?
in this
Hello?
kind
Do you
of
know
dance.
why? Do you know why? It's because you guys come expensive. They come cheaper.
But we've worked so
But
hard.
And they don't understand, but they don't understand that.
Then they
so,
don't, eh?
So these kids out here, they actually like sit there and they go, But meantime, you don't know, babes.
You don't know
Who
anything.
would know Tsholo? We're probably asking for 15,000 and they're only giving you 2.
Yeah.
Like, so check your life.
But
Yes,
give
we
people
figured it
what they're
out.
worth. Give
Yes,
people what
exactly.
they're worth.
Give
But
people-
it's the same thing, because now they're running away from TV, sort of like these big companies. Because on TV for 15 second, not even 15 second, a 5-second ad, you pay like 100K for that
Yes.
to play on TV, and then you go on social media because that's free marketing.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, I'm gonna give you 2,000 rand, and then you pocket.
That
the
time you are
rest.
there forever. Hey, the internet doesn't
That time
die,
you're there
guys.
forever.
Exactly.
Doesn't die.
And you don't sign those royalties, hey?
Yes, they don't even give you those.
No,
royalties.
they don't. But you know what gripes me? I have to say this. When they make
Big
TikTokers teach dance workshops,
Yo.
what are you learning from that person? I myself have not created a workshop for dancers because I don't think I'm at that level yet. I still need to learn so that I can give a workshop for
Yeah.
professional dancers. I'm a teacher, and that thing is not easy. So now you're gonna get somebody who does not even know what a ball change is.
Yo, you don't even know what to say. They don't even know what ball changing
Like,
is.
like, you don't look at your feet when you dance.
No.
Mm.
No, guys.
No.
So, but anyway, I had to take out that spice.
So do you guys think that the dance industry in South Africa is dead?
no, it's
No,
not dead.
not
It's
dead.
just rigid. It doesn't want to evolve.
Mm.
It's
Yeah.
because there's a lot of great stuff out there, guys. We are so great.
You guys are busy
You-
though, hey?
Not now.
Not really.
Not now.
Or is it you guys?
Pre-COVID.
Is it just you guys making yourselves look busy? Because whenever I look on their social media, like on your Instagram, you are always doing something.
I
Again, it's
have
social
to.
media.
Yeah.
Ah,
You kind of have
okay.
to, because I actually heard recently from a guy, because I was like, yo, guys, I haven't worked in like forever. Can I have a job? To anyone listening, also, I'm available. But like, when
Well
I asked
done,
him,
girl.
he's like,
Yes.
how do I hire a person who's working 24/7? And I'm like, I'm not working 24/7. I've literally been sitting at home since January. Like,
Mm.
I don't have work, but you have to continue that facade that I'm busy.
Yeah.
Because when you're not doing anything, they're like, oh, you're retired. And it's like, no, I'm actually
No,
still here.
yes,
Yeah.
But then also then it hits you like on the other side that she's busy, I'm not gonna book her. But also ask guys, stop assuming.
Yes.
And also,
Mm.
Yes.
and also it's a craft. You have to keep working at it. You
Yes.
can't just sit. It's
You
gonna
can't
10,000 hours, eh?
Yeah, you have to put those in. Hey, like that is. So anyway, as a couple, how does it work? Like, does it ever? Because I mean, also you can look at Hollywood. You can make an example of Hollywood, and you see, Uti, some Hollywood couples don't stay together
For long. Yeah.
for long, you know. But also just not Hollywood, but even just like couples here in Mzansi, they don't stay together for long. Do you think it's an ego thing? Do you think it's competing with each other and not being happy for each other? Maybe someone is working more than the other, so the other's got a bit of quali. You know, I don't know. Like,
you didn't know what it was.
it's a qual. You know that bent finger when people go
Yeah.
"Kaskati," you know. So how do you guys keep it together, keep it alive, keep each other motivated, inspired?
You answer.
Yeah, that's quite a tricky question. Because things do happen, of course, in any other like relationship and stuff. But talking helps a lot.
Okay.
Sometimes not talking, to let just things slide, and then they come back and then talk about it, sort of like thing. But we don't let outside voices intervene or try to make situations that are not sort of like thing.
Yeah.
For instance, like your other industry like couples, because people talk outside because you're in the land. Yeah, someone did this, someone did that. I'm just glad that dancers are not so much in the limelight because people listen to what someone on the outside is saying and then they take it to heart or they think, oh no, it's real, without even having to ask your person that's, hey, what are they talking about? Because in some of the things you don't even have to ask because you've been with this person for like the longest time,
You know.
them, so if someone comes and says, oh, they give you a call, oh no, I heard, oh, I saw, I'm like, oh, okay, cool, sharp. Because also it's also opening up, to other things.
Yeah.
For instance, we would be walking on the road and then she sees maybe a guy's ass. She's like, oh, that's a nice bum. I'm like, yeah, she has a nice bum. He's very well with his back. And then a girl goes past and they're like, oh yeah, that's it. Actually, that bum is way better. It's very nice, well-rounded. She's like,
Well-rounded.
And then she'll be like, yeah, I'll tap that. I'm like, yeah,
So it's being open with one
Yes, so
another.
it's open and you guys are secure with each other then. that means.
yeah.
All right.
Also, when one is not there, you don't like, okay, cool, where are you? This, that, blah, blah.
Yes.
Because also, the work, how things go. Even when you're on stage,
Yes.
if someone touches the other
Yes.
inappropriately, that's not what the intention is. They're just trying to get to the next move. So
Yes,
that they can
but that's the
get
thing
show,
is because
going.
also as people that when you are the single and then you see the couples that are in the industry and you're kind of just going, but oh boy, you are doing the most and your girlfriend is
Ukokai.
those industry creepy vibes where
they are there. That's not even like
like are there have you individually gone through a place where you've been tempted by somebody and then do you go home and tell that person, yo, Usman Bani is all up in my girl? And then what do? Do you laugh about it? Do you just
We are Mlanda.
I think because the way our relationship started, it was like very quiet for a long time. People didn't know we were dating for like 3 months. So we were able to build that block of that.
Okay.
People do not enter, and if this one tries this. But as soon as they found out that he's my boyfriend, everybody's scared of him. Have you seen his shoulders? So I'm like, cool, shut. But I think a lot of the dancers we've worked with are very respectful and we understand that don't do this. Because he even has a work wife and I'm very happy. It's okay. She's my girl too. So, and we get it. And like, even with her husband, or now her husband, he even knows. He's like, okay, how's Wuda, Marguerite's work husband. So I think, just being open. We're adults, man.
Now we are. We're not kids anymore. Yeah. We can't be giving each other.
When it's time for a quick change.
Like,
imagine what Kubola know.
Yeah, 5 seconds. Like, and I mean,
I've been crucified for that kind of stuff. Hey, I've been crucified for and it's like, but I'm not doing it on purpose.
Yeah.
I'm not doing it on purpose for you to look at me.
Exactly.
You're not busy.
You're not changing. You should be changing.
If you're looking at me, you are not doing what you're supposed to be doing.
Because I could quickly come help you to change quickly.
Yes.
To get on stage.
Yeah.
So,
For the work, don't let the work suffer.
Yes. Don't let the work suffer.
You said something, Tulu. You said you guys spent 3 months to build before you told people about what was going on in your relationship.
Yeah.
Do you think that is something you can say to other couples, that before you let other people, the outside world in, you guys need to build this thing yourself first, and then you can let outside voices in? Because otla something le somebody ba uhamba nalo.
Yes.
So are you saying that for the first couple of months, just let the outside people?
Yeah, they don't have to know. It also happened. It didn't it just happened. We didn't plan it. We just kept quiet. It's like if you know, you
Okay.
know. If you
Yeah.
don't,
If you don't, you don't.
But it really did because I mean we obviously were met at work, and I mean we hooked up after work, so and then you have to see each other again at work, and it's like, but you have to remain professional.
Yes.
Like I can't be now holding his hand while we're walking around parading.
I appreciate couples like that in the industry that are not all over each other. Not because Mona. No, not
But
because
we're
we
at
are
work.
jelly. But we're
Yeah.
at work.
We understand the space we are in.
And understand that you're working with egos. Hey, there's some
Yes.
people that are gonna be.
No.
There are some people that are gonna be like, I'm gonna break this up. Yes,
Wayana
girl.
ko Gomorrah.
Fight for what he young.
So because of all of that, man, this one
What is
time,
like? I got a story.
no, this one time, this one gent came up to us. We were together. We were still not like even during the break. If
Yes.
we're working together.
We
like,
never around
yeah.
each other like it's weird.
And they're like, "Oh, are you and Buddha broken up?" We just look at them. Hey, we
died.
Imagine it's been disakhe naye.
Kusho ukuthi into ayifisayo, into
Ayo.
abangayo.
Then you must fella, we live together, we work together, we travel. Like it's like
It's a lot.
He can go there.
Exactly.
And he also has friends. He also has a
Exactly.
personality.
So
I love that. He also has
he
a personality.
of his own. Yes, can't just be Tsholo's boyfriend.
No.
Yeah. It's just here.
I
all
mean,
the
it's
time.
nice. Like parade mode. I'm joking.
Like dance, baby. Show them.
Show them your
No.
eight-pack.
Okay.
Do this.
Show us your eight-pack.
Show off my man's. It's like he's got a 6-pack on his back.
Lemoni. Lemoni.
An 8-pack.
Yeah, no, man. Yes.
You are in a room full of women. At the moment, we're putting you on spot. Look,
Hormones
3
everywhere.
against 1. Pow, pow, pow. So, guys, how do you within your relationship, how do you make it that you turn your careers for each other to benefit into a business? What does that take? Because Buddha, you're a photographer / dancer, actor, singer.
You can hold
Also,
it
when you were doing musical theater, the singing part was not so.
Yeah,
Well,
put me in an ensemble. I'm good.
You good? You just have
Then the
to
next thing, boom,
just
we're gonna
just.
be playing. I'm like, what?
And then Tsholo as a dancer, and you teach as well.
Yeah.
You know?
And I'm a presenter.
And you're a
and I do voiceover work as well.
Oh my god!
I mean,
Girl,
I'm catching. Do you know why? Because I forgot. But also,
Are these the things that you've been?
It's the
growing?
new wind. Yeah.
Is it the new wind
It's
for
the new wind.
from COVID?
Oh, it's COVID. He's
COVID.
about to everywhere.
I thought it was COVID, and then I remembered because I just remembered because you must go into yourself and reflect.
Yes.
I remembered when I was 4 years old, you are the beauty contest,
Hey,
and they're like,
let it
"Tsholo,
just
when-"
go there.
yes, and they're like, "What do you want to be when you grow up?" And I remember saying, "I want to be a TV presenter," and I'm like, she's been saying it. So now
Yes.
I can finally hear her because obviously the dancing's always been
Yes.
there. Like
But now you can finally hear the little girl
yes,
saying,
like,
knock,
like,
knock.
another one.
Hello.
It's not
Yes,
over.
it's
Yeah, so that's
stunning.
It's just layers of who you are.
yeah.
Yeah. So how do you guys make sure you turn that into a business that's lucrative for you guys to survive in an industry that is so hard? Like in an industry where you don't have it's not a 9 to 5 income.
Yeah.
So it's not every month, that you are saying, yeah, ginale mali every month. Every month it's probably different. It
Yes,
fluctuates.
yes.
So how do you guys survive as a couple and make it work? Because for me, I asked you guys to come onto the show. I mean, I don't want to have just big names or people that look like they're out there doing the thing. Because for me, I'm like, Otsulu no Wuda are the underdogs. You guys are I can see you guys coming up and like,
We take
"Bo,
that
bo, bo,
blessing.
bo, 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 bo." Like,
But
hey, Kibaboni.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah. So I see you guys, and I'm like, they've survived even COVID when
Hey.
when the world said take all those performers and shoot them out into space and let them float,
Literally.
and you guys are still here. Literally, like it's serious.
Yeah.
Because it's an industry where if probably we are not making money, siyalamba.
Yeah.
So
And we
how-
get frustrated.
and we get frustrated, and then we start screaming at each other, and then get done. How have you managed to make it a business and then also sustain each other and stay in the romance stage with each other?
I'm not gonna lie, there was ups and downs.
Yeah,
Like,
no,
let's not even.
definitely, yes.
Yay, COVID showed us. I'm like, we're here again. I'm waking up, you're here. I go there, you're here. It was a lot.
You're
It's
in
like,
my face,
I
money.
can't, yeah, no, it was really bad. And me, I am a very emotional human being.
Yes.
And he's not.
Yeah.
So I call him the rock sometimes because I'm a lot. I'm like, so it was very difficult, but I think the good thing is that we didn't say no to each other. Like, even if I didn't like that he was gonna go shoot for a certain price, but
Yeah.
at the end of the day, it's like, okay, but he's building something.
Yes.
And I mean, I was interning at a TV station for like a whole December with no income, but he kept pushing. And then when there was a gig that came through, we balanced each other. Like, we'll have each other's backs. Like, because we're those weirdos that have two cars instead of just one between us. But like, we'll share. Like,
No,
okay,
no,
maybe I
two.
cannot. No, but we do need two cars because
No, you do.
Yeah.
No,
Like,
like
the way our lives-
one car.
Mm.
That's
Zero.
that's
Gigi
a
that's what
choice.
9 to 5s.
it's
It's for the
Who
9
does
to
not a
5s.
taxi driver, guys? Like,
Yes.
you can't.
Just because I'm from KZN.
Sonny Stopper boy / taxi driver is
Yeah.
gonna open the door for Tsholo and still take her everywhere
Nah.
and have that whole arrangement. No, I'm with you guys
Yeah.
for that one.
It just makes more sense.
makes more
and
sense.
Uber
It does.
yadurakes.
I know.
No.
That's the reason why I bought a car though.
And I'm at taxi in a corner,
It's not safe. Huabata, yo.
but also it's unpredictable.
Yeah.
You can be late.
And
You
that's
know?
why we because time on our, I mean, you saw we got
Yes.
you at the time.
Yes, no,
before,
you did.
because we know
You did.
like you need to be there before time. It's
I love that
Exactly.
about
I love-
artists.
Yes, I
The
love that
discipline
too.
where time is
Yeah.
concerned.
But that's what I'm saying is
Whoa.
you can see artists that are like, that's what I'm saying, like, I had to ask you guys to come to the show and we have to speak about it. And I want people to see, Uguti, you are those kinds of performers where
Yeah.
you take it seriously, the time, and your relationship says a lot, even if you don't know. Like, I don't know it. I know you
Yeah.
from seeing, I bump into Tsholo every now and then
Yeah.
in a pink moon, not even a blue moon.
Yeah. I'm
But when you watch individually their social media and
Mm.
and then also when they have like content where they have put where they are together, you can tell Uguti there is such a solid foundation, and you can tell Uguti there's so much discipline that they both respect. So that's why I'm asking you, Uguti, like, what's the secret?
How?
I think we-
There's no secret.
Yeah, I think Rachel and we just found because I mean before we started dating, our first proper gig together, because apparently we worked together and I didn't remember him. Sorry, baby. But like the first gig, we were made partners first and last time. Never want to be his partner again. But okay, there I think that show got the ers and the uns out of each other, and then we managed to, because it was just plain. It was what it was, not a couple. But we had to behave like a couple because he was my partner the whole time. And then we had to learn how to work with each other. Because, I mean, me and him being partners doesn't make sense.
Yeah, because
I'm shorter.
I
I'm
was
very
actually
small.
thinking about that right now. I was like, you dance partners.
Exactly.
How?
It was the
Yeah.
first and last
I
time.
was it was fate that you guys are just
Yeah, and
together.
from that place already people
Yeah,
were
from-
trying to hook us up. I'm like, ugh, no, not Woda. He's so rough. He's so mean.
He's so Zulu.
Like, I really thought he was awful because he was so. So we already got that part of our
Yeah.
personalities, and we saw that the hard work stuff and whatever. Because his story is freaking amazing. Who starts university at 25?
25.
Yes, he went to university at 25. At that point, lots of people would have given
Yes,
up.
exactly. At
Yeah.
that
And
point,
would
they
have said
been
no,
like,
Angi, lapho.
Yeah.
No, thanks.
Go
Yeah.
in.
And you stuck it out, hey?
Yeah, musical theater, guys. Yeah, your whole life.
It's not a
Yeah.
game.
8
It's
to 10.
A game.
From 6 until
from
10.
6 until 10 at night.
Yeah, no,
on
for
Sundays, bro.
Yeah.
So how important is it to be okay with the fact that your partner can leave home? Like you say, there's times where you didn't say no to each other
Yeah.
because even though knowing Uguti, it's maybe like crap pay, and you didn't say no to each other, but you knew that that's what you just said. He's building something.
Yeah.
So what I'm trying to ask you is, with that, when do you know how to say yes and when to say no? To not look desperate, or to not in the future, like during COVID, I'm sure there's times where you guys have been like, I see Yenzile, because
Yeah.
when COVID is over, they're gonna tell us,
They're gonna
but we
tell
paid
us,
you
yeah.
500 for an hour. Now, why do you say no? So when do you say yes, baby, go, and when do you say no, baby, don't go? When is it enough to be
It's
building for nothing?
for me. At first, it was okay. I'm gonna take whatever that comes. Because I'm still learning.
Yes.
Still am learning.
This is photography though,
Yes,
not
this
dance.
is photography,
Okay.
not dance. But now I'm like, no, actually, if they, for instance, if they say, okay, can you please do this and that for me, and but I have this much in terms of the budget. I'm like, okay, cool. So what I'm gonna do for you is I'm gonna remove this and remove that, and this is the only thing you're gonna get.
Yeah.
So you're not gonna get like a full package sort of like thing. And they're like, no, but can you please do this and do that? And I'm just like, okay, cool. At least add this much for this to balance itself out.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's how I work it out. But others, and I'm just like, okay, cool. You're just literally disrespecting
Yes.
me here, and
Me as a-
actually,
Yeah.
and the, so I'm not going to do that. But with others, I do say, okay, cool, that's fine, but at least provide petrol and food.
Yes.
Because I'm also now looking at me putting it out there to get more work. Because
Yes.
that's another aspect we forget.
So you
that-
strategize
Yes.
on the type of people you work with.
Yeah, because we forget that, okay, you out there shooting, even if it is for free, but what if
It's a
someone,
fashion week, you know.
yeah, so what if someone
You
is
done
there?
Fashion Week for free?
He was shooting.
Oh no, that was part of
Not
the
dancing.
package.
Yeah,
Oh,
not
okay.
dan-
not
that was
dancing.
part of a package. So
Yeah.
Oh, it's a part of okay.
Yeah.
So if it's so, then there's also being part of a package, which benefits you still. You still get
Yes,
benefited,
yes,
but
yes.
it's
Did
not.
you draw
It's
it up?
not hard cash.
Hard cash, yeah, and also it's not always about the money. It's probably
Not always
not
about-
probably. It's about who you're going to meet there that can
Eish.
actually
generate more.
generate more, because there's so many instances where you go to a place, you, let's say I'm shooting your stuff, and then she comes up and she's like, hey, I'm her friend, I like what you did with your thing, can I see your
Yes.
Instagram, blah blah blah, and then 2 weeks you phone me, and then I do whatever you want
That's
me to
actually
do.
how I started following you.
And then it's
When you started
yeah.
taking photos of Tsholo,
Oh, that's not-
I was like,
I was still starting there, because
Yeah.
there was she
Yo,
was like,
guys, being a
Miss-
girlfriend
no. When you
of-
started taking photos, when you started taking photos of Tsholo, I was like, who is taking photos? Like, I hope she credited this.
I
This
might
Guys,
Because-
follow him
And
on
then I
Instagram.
looked and I
See,
was
that's
like,
another thing. Yes, that's another thing. Now
Credits
in
creators,
the space
guys.
of social media platforms, you have to credit the guy who did your work, so
Yes.
that's another person that sees
of
it.
course.
They're gonna want it. Don't just keep stuff to yourself. and be
Exactly,
Like, yeah,
don't-
because you won't always have work for me. You know. So I need your people to see what I've done for you,
Yeah.
so that they can also be like, hey, can I do this, but in this way? Sort
Yeah.
of like thing. So yeah. So that's how I look at how I say yes and no to things.
Okay, I want to know, guys, stability, guys. Like, it's been
Oh, what is that?
munching me.
Has it been mentioning
You know, like, how does one
Sorry,
keep sane?
buddy.
How do you keep sane as a human being, as a separate entity, knowing that there's somebody there with you? Because you can't be selfish in how you live, in the decisions that you make, and how you put yourself out there in terms of your work. How do you keep stable within yourself, and keeping in mind that there's somebody there?
Damn, that's deep. I think with me is that I need to remember myself. I know it sounds selfish, but I'm kidding. With me, I need to remember myself, because then I'll be completely engulfed within him, and then I forget who I
Yes,
am.
that's not selfish.
Yeah.
That's definitely not.
It's not.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
No, take that back.
So I have to remember myself and remember, what do I want?
Want to do.
Yes, and what do I love, and what will make my life better? Because if I can make my life better, then it's very easy to make our life better
Yes.
at home. So because I mean, let's face it, I'm the girl. I'm gonna want to cook. Like I'm not putting stereotypes on you,
Yes.
on women and men, but somehow innately you want to take care of the man
Yeah.
and make food.
Yes.
And it's so weird because it's completely against who I am, but then it just happens naturally.
Yes.
So then
That's because you love him.
yes.
Oh, that's a moment.
I think it's just listening to inside. Listen, guys, to yourself and find ways to you just you have to workshop it constantly, and likely because we're both artists, we know what a workshop is.
Yes.
Well, I understand that.
Yes. It's a
Yes.
workshop in progress all the
but
time.
it's constantly speak to each other, find out what's happening, because I don't like the way he talks. Like,
What do you
I
mean?
know that sounds weird, but the way he says things,
Yeah.
I don't like it.
Oh, okay.
But it's something I need to learn. So we
Learn.
find a way to think. And then he'll say the same things like, yeah, but you, as emotional as you are, you don't say that I'm angry right now. You'd rather wait for, like, I don't know, the next blue moon. And then you're like,
and
yeah,
then
but
everything
and it's like,
comes
oh,
out.
you're still angry. And I'm like, I just needed to prepare. So
You're like, we
I
didn't
don't
touch
know,
on
like, when you listen, you're not going to see that Wuda just did a whole mime action where he pulled out a grenade or an AK-47 and he started going. It was brilliant.
like we are so loud. Tell her go again.
Well, for me, it's I put, I don't want to say I put people first before myself, because I do. It's me and her. I sort of like do that, and
Yes.
then I go there, and then I come back.
Yes.
Sort of like thing. Yeah.
So you always move with her, but then you leave her behind to just do what you need to
Yes,
do, and then
I'll
you come
become-
back and
yeah.
you know. But hopefully you don't come back too much, because Tsholo looks like as you are doing, she's probably also doing, and then you have to meet, and then you keep going forward, right?
Yes.
but that's why
yeah.
we have to talk, because like I said, I'm still a person, he's still a person.
Yes.
Like, can we never forget that, guys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Can
Like
we
we
never?
are, what my friend Prudence, hey Prudie, she's
Hey,
also an
Prudie.
answer. She taught me, she's like, Tala, it's me, it's you, and us. So you must always, it's three, it's not two.
Yes.
Because everyone thinks it's us. Yes, it is us, but there's also Woda, and
Yes,
there's also Tsholo,
Tsholo.
and we are separate
Please say that again.
Hey?
Me,
Me, you,
you.
and us.
Hey,
Yeah.
three guys.
Yeah,
That's a threesome. That's a
It is
threesome you
threesome,
want.
So yeah, that's the right.
Sorry, I'm pregnant and my hormones are raging.
Yo.
I'm gonna blame it on that. But I love that. It's you, me, us.
Yeah.
That's stunning.
Yeah, because you always fall.
Yes.
Because if it's us, then you're never full.
Yeah.
Yes, and then
Yeah,
that little girl inside is like, what about Tsholo?
Yes, I love that.
What about
I love that she came back and told you that.
She
presenting
did,
and
hey,
all
and
that.
she's wild these days. She's like, because I went
She's
through
wild these days.
I went through a weird phase where I couldn't speak my mind, and if I had to say something, I'd literally shake and like
Yeah.
sweat, like pack like buckets load.
Yeah.
And now she's like, we can't keep stressing ourselves over other people.
Right.
Like,
But also this whole COVID situation thing is a terrible thing.
Mm.
But it also helped. I don't know how other artists out there.
Oh yes, we
Yes.
get you.
Like it helped to like, especially me, to get up and going back to thinking about yourself. And
Yes.
yourself
Thinking,
first.
yeah.
Back to the drawing board,
Back to
hey?
the drawing board, yes. And what do you actually want to do moving forward?
Yeah.
And what the plan is, or whatever.
And value yourself
And
as a
value
performer.
yourself as a
Yeah.
performer.
Mm.
Also going back to yes and the no sort of
Yes.
thing. So that's what literally COVID just put.
It's taught us to
everything in
also
perspective.
just not take nonsense as
Yes,
as
why did we
creatives,
always say
eh?
yes?
Yo.
Why did
Why?
we always say yes? Like, I mean, we also need to now go to the other parts of the industry. Dancers work a lot, guys.
Yeah, no, hard.
We are there first, we are there last. Like, and then we get
I tried dancing
Peanuts.
gigs. You remember I tried dancing
Yes.
gigs? And,
And
my feet bled.
and she's like, okay, bye.
No, I was like,
Achu easy, hey?
no, it's not.
Nah,
Achu
it's
easy.
not.
It's for a dancer's life. It is so hard, and it is a craft that people need to respect, because
Yes.
when you guys are out there doing the most, we are happy.
Yeah.
But then people don't want to pay you. People
Yo.
don't want to.
Then
People
you
don't
come
want to
back with
respect
those
you.
frustrations at home.
Yes, and then people have also like nasty fantasies, and as if you're not
Yes.
human.
Yeah.
It's almost like you
Yo.
become inhumane.
I'm
Like
not a trophy.
yes,
Guys.
you become an object, and
Crazy.
that's what I was kind of like, wow, because dancers, you kind of like interact.
Yes.
You audiences can tangibly touch you.
Yeah.
Whereas musical theater, we can't.
It's another world.
It's
Yeah, another
we've
world,
got a
yeah.
stage that is so barricaded from an audience to that we gotta. The energy's gotta pass through.
Yeah.
But with dancers, people can literally just, as they are dancing, get on stage with you and
Yeah.
start dancing, and you have to be happy about
Yes,
it.
it's like, hi,
Because
old
if
lady.
you bump people off,
Yo.
if you bump people off, then whoever's hired you goes, but you can't do that.
Yeah.
It's just not allowed.
Yeah.
Like, you let the audience is always right. And you're just
Yeah.
like,
Or the artist
And
is
then
always
me-
right
Always right.
when the
Oh.
artist didn't come to rehearsal.
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Wow,
How?
that's another story. It's just
Come
like,
on,
okay,
yes.
Artists need
To come to rehearsals
rehearsals.
because our shows will never get better. The dancer can
Yo.
work their butt
Yes,
off.
because you guys look like the fools.
Yes.
Because you look like you're the ones who are incompetent and didn't rehearse enough. But meantime, a performer is the one that's just
Wasn't
moving
there,
anywhere
Yes.
and wasn't there.
Messing up everything.
Everything. It's a team.
Yeah.
It's team. It's you, me, and
And
us.
Yes, guys. It works
Love
everywhere.
that.
yabo.
Love that.
Love that.
You
So
got
artists
to.
overseas thrive a lot.
Yes, because
I-
they go to rehearsals.
Yes.
You think Beyonce is that great Justin shit?
No, she
put
goes
in
to
work.
rehearsals.
Yeah.
And
Exactly.
tell me how many music videos you've seen
Oh.
out there with dancers. A lot.
A lot.
A lot. And not just rapper dancers that dancing on their own.
Yes.
No, they're dancing with them.
It's interactive
It's
because
interactive, yes.
I mean the reason we dance is to elevate your music so that so people can see it visually because
yes.
we all know visually is the way that we do stuff. Like when we see first, then we'll hear.
Like you said in the beginning, you used to watch music videos and copy.
Yes.
And that's how video killed the radio star.
Yes.
Is because when we started having music videos, we started really going out there and
Yes.
finding the music.
Exactly.
Because visually
I
it
can
was
see
appealing
it,
and
yeah.
I could feel it and I could see it.
Yes.
Chris Brown, guys.
I'm telling you.
Chris Brown.
See, that is the person
Yo.
that I will drop everything for.
Chris Brown.
We'll fight for
is
him.
there within like he's one of the dancers.
Yes, is your man on the floor? If he ain't, let me know.
Yo,
And he knows the choreography better than the dancers.
Because
And you're like,
yes, he's taking it seriously because
Yes.
then we can actually do our job
I
properly.
love how Chris Brown became our Michael Jackson.
Yes,
Oh,
yes,
yes,
no.
yeah.
very quickly.
Hey, very
Yo,
quickly.
Yeah, no, he did.
Very
Oh.
quickly.
Even with all the disrespect that.
I mean, yeah, he's not perfect, but you know,
No,
he's
but
a lot.
human.
Yes,
He's human,
He's
guys.
human.
At the end of the day, like we're human too.
Yeah.
You know, we're human too. So with that said, please will you let people know of your social media platforms where they can see your work, see Tsholo dancing, see the dancing, follow you guys and actually see what you guys do.
Okay, cool. I don't put out a lot of dance stuff now because I like
Yes.
being behind the camera. It's
Yeah, no,
like,
you
I want to
started
take
doing the
this-
behind the scenes stuff now.
Yeah, it's actually very nice.
Yeah, you're
I'm
enjoying it
just
a
gonna
lot.
derail here a little bit, but it's very nice. It's because you see things differently. Like being in front, you're like, okay, I don't think I'm gonna take this the way I want it to be
Yes.
taken. Because every time when I ask someone to take a photo of me, I'm like, yo,
Yeah, no, he's
Yeah.
you know. So being behind the camera. So yeah, on my social media, you're gonna see a lot of other people's things, but the things that I've done
Yeah.
for like people. So it's at WOODA. That's Wuda _ MAGOO Maku.
Nice.
Yes. So
Mhm.
it's at Wuda Maku.
Yeah. What am I good?
and TikTok.
And TikTok, oh, everything is the same. I mean, it's at Wuda _ Maku. Everything,
Yeah.
the
Oh,
tags are the
nice.
same.
Yeah.
Easy.
Easy, yeah.
Easy.
So
I'm not
Thank you.
complicated.
Ngasiyabonga,
I'm
ngasiyabonga.
not on Facebook.
Don't
Facebook,
try
no.
Facebook, don't do it. That's for old people. For me.
Yes,
Like,
my
nah.
brain is there. My late brain is there. Imagine.
You are such
Yeah.
a fool.
You put out a post, the grand comments. I'm done. I'm from the grave. No ways. Your
Hi,
uncles,
Bo.
your
Funani
uncles-
la.
Yo,
I am
Don't
dead.
say, yeah.
imagine you put a post up there, then your uncle's like, "Yeah, I'm shy. I need to be up in a lap."
Yay, I'm telling you, never. Black tags doesn't work here.
He said Facebook.
Yo, I know a lot. All right, I'm also very simple. It's at Solopule
Nice.
on all my socials as well.
Stunning.
O teng ko Facebook.
Ke teng mara ke bua le mama ka ke re, ke tla la ka se- But I am there. But there's a
But Facebook is
yes,
also
there's
a
a
thing
place
where,
here.
because I understand because when they do marketing for the shows that we do,
They
still
actually go
use
through Facebook.
yeah. And that's where you actually get followers
It's
as
a
well.
bigger
It's-
platform.
yes, and that's actually how you get people. They know you
Yeah,
on
they
Facebook.
actually because it's more. Yeah, they're different types of platforms like
Now your
Facebook.
neighbor's gonna be there.
Ay, wena.
Hey, when you like your privacy, né?
Yeah,
yeah,
it's
no,
very
it's great.
It's very very private.
That's great. So I want to ask you before we close off now. We've got enough time. You see, it's been nice, né? It's been stunning. I want to ask you. So we do the show to motivate and inspire people, and to teach people about our industry. Also to have those people who are fearful of the industry
Yeah.
to join it and to go and study it, or to just, try to be in it. It's not as bad as it looks,
Yeah.
or how our parents, see it. Because some parents view it as a thing of, yo, Bayolamba. No, it's a struggle, but it's a struggle that you're willing to fight, right? It's a
Yeah.
struggle that you're willing to live. And also, I don't think it's a struggle for us. For us, it's like a challenge. We are
Yes.
hard skinned, like we
Yeah.
are thick skinned people. So for those people who want to be in the industry, desire, for those 40s and those 30s that can still make it, because I believe in our industry at any age you can still,
Right?
Yeah.
you can
Especially
still-
musical
yeah,
theatre,
you can
especially that
come
one.
in still and be like, "Bah," what do you say to them to inspire them to just not be fearful of what we do?
Is this the parents or the ones who
It's
inspired?
the parents, it's every board.
Just inspire.
Just
Yes.
inspire.
Okay, cool. Listen up,
Especially the
kids.
parents.
Yeah. No, the thing is also, us growing up, like, especially in the early 2000s, like the parents are like, no, you like you said, this, that, you're not allowed to do this,
Yeah.
that, go be a lawyer, blah,
Yes.
blah, 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 but you do
Yes.
it anyway. But now they're coming up to us and they're like, oh no, I see you doing this, I see you doing well, this, that. What I'm trying to say is parents mustn't block their kids to do what they
To
they
do.
love, yes, what
Yes.
they want to do. Because even drawing, like,
Yes,
it's
art.
doing very well in South Africa now. For photography, who would have thought that photographers would be getting so much work in South Africa,
Exactly.
which is deemed as a third world country? So it's not just like, also the arts is so vast. It's not just like dancing, being an actor,
Yes.
music. So yeah, let the kids go and do what they feel like they want to do, or something that they love doing. And for the kids, go for it, man. Don't like listen. Well, I'm not saying don't listen to your parents.
Yes.
do what they say you must do, but also do what you love doing on the side,
Yes.
just to balance things out,
balance
because they're
things
still
out.
paying for your food. They're still paying for your school
Once
fees
you're
Yes.
out, then you
and
can.
stuff like that. Once
Yeah.
you're out, yeah, and then you can.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Yes.
So yeah, but,
I think, okay, let's speak in English. Okay, so I think just know why you're doing it. I know
Yeah.
it seems weird, but know why you're doing it, because when it gets tough, it gets so tough, and you literally go into a hole and you're in tears and you feel like
Yeah.
the whole industry is against you. So you need to really know why you're doing it, because also the fame is not the only thing.
Yeah,
Fame is just
no.
one part of the arts.
Yeah.
So if you really, really love it, go
Love
for it.
that.
Comes
And-
after hard work.
Love
Yes.
that.
Because if it comes
Research.
quick, then
Yeah.
it's gonna go
It's
away.
like Molo wa pampiri.
Yeah,
Yeah.
because that's what they sell, fame.
Yeah.
Yes. So and the fame is the last part of it. All
Yeah.
that, it's like the tip of the iceberg. All the other work, do your research. Even if you can't go to school, you can still make it. But research, I mean, there's this great thing called YouTube. And
Google.
You can
Google,
Google
Wikipedia,
everything.
everything.
You can find out what
People.
a shine is. Yeah.
The show goes on with Noni.
Exactly.
There we go.
Like, there's so many ways to get to the top, and
Yeah.
it's perseverance, guys.
Exactly.
Just keep going. It will be. And what people don't tell you is that you will feel pain. It will be painful. Your heart will
True.
break.
Yeah.
People will
Sure.
reject you. Yay, rejection, guys.
You'll be overlooked.
You will
You
be.
overlooked, yes.
But that smile that you'll get, I just finished the show and people
Yeah.
are clapping, is the best feeling ever.
Worth
Also,
it.
please
Yeah.
sanitize so we can go back on stage.
Yes,
guys.
please. Speak the truth, Tsholo. Speak the truth.
Yeah,
Guys, Kapuli, it's been amazing. Thank you so much for coming in and sharing and opening up
yeah.
to us and letting us know about you guys. I've been very curious.
Right?
But in the best way ever, because I've been watching you guys and I'm like, those two. Finger licking
that
good.
feels
But, so thank you so much for bracing us with your presence. I was gonna say for coming. Thank you for having us. Why do I always want to say?
Yeah,
But actually, thank you for having us.
Actually, it's all right.
Yeah.
No, that's
For putting us in your world, for
Thank
inviting
you.
us into your world.
Thank you. Yes. So that is today's show. With The Show Goes On with Noni, talking to Balisa. Talking to Tsholo and Wuda.
Aha.
Yes, a fabulous, fabulous couple. And this is me, signing out and saying, have a fabulous week ahead. Keep warm because it's the winter.
Thank you guys for coming. We appreciate you so much. Thank you so much for coming. This is Balissa Robin saying thank you to the couple that taught us that it is me, you, and us.
Yes.
Stunning. And there we are. The show goes on with Noni. Toodle.
Your media, where you are.